So I'm in the mountains of Orinda. It's beautiful. Way down there, Golden Gate Bridge. Bay. And out there, if you go far enough, you get to Sierra Nevadas. It's a little bit like heaven. Eternal spring, mountains and oceans. So, I was just speaking to someone, and we spoke about here and now, and this idea, I am here, I am now. We could all say I'm here. Like, are you here? Yeah, I'm here. Is it now? Yeah, it's now. Do I exist now? I exist now. Am I now? I am now. Then when I said to him, what about if you use the words a little differently? Like, you are here. You are now. Meaning, what you are is here. What here is what you are. Now is what you are. And he was saying, it's really hard for my mind just kind of falls apart right there. I don't know what to do with that. He says, in moments I've gotten that, it's made sense, but usually my mind just, it's almost like it explodes or something. And we did this little looking, which I think is useful, which is, what is your mind capable of? So for instance, can your mind see, can your mind know the image of an apple? Can you see an apple in your mind right now? You can, right? Oh, an apple. Can you see a house in your mind? What about a tree? What about a person? You can see these things in your mind. Can you hear the sound of someone biting into an apple in your mind? Right? You can even hear that. Can you hear the sound of a crow in your mind? So, your mind can know specific things. But now try this. Can you see now in your mind? Now itself, the now. Nowness. Can you see now? What does now look like? What is now as such look like? It doesn't, right? Now your mind just, it's blank. It doesn't know what now is. Your mind doesn't know what now is. But you know that now is. You know that now is, but your mind doesn't know what now is, or that now is. Your mind's always referencing things, time. But now is always here, and you know that. But your mind doesn't know that. You know that. And the same with here. So here, just to be clear, here is a completely arbitrary, boundaried location if you're using here and there. Like here on top of this mountain, there at the lake. But here in California, the lake is also here in California. Those clouds are also here in California. But if we could see far enough, let's say we could see Nevada. I don't think we can, but let's say some of that sky is in Nevada. That sky is over there in Nevada, but no, that's actually an artificial boundary also. So we could also move the boundary. We could say here in the United States of America, right? So here is just an arbitrary boundary. Here on planet Earth, right? But over there on the moon. But here in our solar system, the moon is here in our solar system, right? But that solar system is over there. But what about here in the galaxy? No, that solar system is here in the galaxy, right? So it's all arbitrary. Everything is here in the universe. It's all here. So there's only here. Now let's go back to that little exercise. Can your mind see here? Can it see here as such, here-ness? Just like now, right? Here, now, your mind doesn't know what that is at all. It has no clue. Here, now, your mind's like, what's that? Your mind can only do boundaries. Here, the mountain, there, the lake. It can do time. Before we looked at the mountain, later we looked at the lake. But here and now, as such, your mind can't see them, it can't hear them, it can't smell them, it can't taste them, it can't feel them. But we know that they're here. We know now is here, we know here is here. We know here is now. We know now is now. Right? So you're never gonna get it in your mind. Your mind cannot understand this. Your mind is only able to do these kind of little artificial boundary things, right? The artificialness is exactly that here, there. It's artificial because this could also be here, here in California. Here, here on planet Earth, right? The same is true of flower and ground. We're making an artificial boundary. It may seem like, no, the flower has a specific location, and at the end of its roots, if we removed it from the ground, the flower in the ground would be 2. But see, when we separate the flower from the ground, the flower doesn't remain a flower for much longer. It starts to not be a flower anymore, right? It doesn't actually work. And even more importantly is the flower and you cannot be removed from here and now. Can you? Can you escape here and now? Can you escape here and now? Try one at a time. Can you get out of now? Or is it always now? Is now always the case? Let's see. What about now? Is now now? What about now? And what about here? Can you get out of here? If I ran over to that lake, which is over there, would I say I'm here or would I say I'm there? What's the truth? Can you get out of here? Is there anywhere that's not here? So if you can't separate yourself from them, maybe it's worth wondering, are you and here 2 things? Are you and now 2 things? If your mind tries to understand it, it will fail. But if you, just say, can you separate the you from here and now? And just to give a hint, clue, you, the aware one, you, the one who knows, the knowingness that is you. Can you separate it from here and now? Can you find what is the you that is the knowingness? Does that have can you see the you? Can you see your awareness? Can you smell your awareness? Can you hear your awareness? So wait, could now, here, and awareness all be the same thing? Is that possible? What if that is true? And everything is within, is made of the here and now awareness that you are. Is that possible? If this was a dream, would that be possible? In a dream, aren't you generating all of it? So just open to the possibilities. Just explore, keep exploring. Exploration is the way. Questioning what you believe, questioning the boundaries that have been taught or you have made up or you have believed. All boundaries, whether it's space or time, location. Question until your mind until your mind says, you know what, this is out of my league. What do I know? Well, I know that I know. I know that I'm here. I know that it's now. I know here, now, I. And really, I don't even know any of that. It just is. This is kind of the last word. Just this. Just this. Enjoy.